My name is Arbab Khan from Majlis, West End, Islington. I'm in grade 9 and my project is about thermoelectricity. What is thermoelectricity? These TEGs, thermoelectric generators, are solid-state semiconductor devices that convert a temperature difference into the Seebeck effect to create power. They are clean and reusable as it doesn't take anything from the environment that can't be replenished. What the Seebeck effect? The Seebeck effect is the effect when a temperature difference between two dissimilar electric conductors produce a voltage difference between two substances. It was discovered by Thomas Seebeck in 1821. When was the first generator developed? What are some good qualities about it? The first generators were made in the early 1800s and were big and very space using. Some advantages of the TEG are they're reliable, no moving parts, and can last long. The Voyager 1 spacecraft had a TEG and has been operational for 41 years and 13 billion miles. Noise. TEGs are quiet. No pollution. The TEGs don't require any gases or anything to run. A wide range of fuel sources. No restrictions for generating heat. Size can be huge or can be tiny. Orientation can be moved in any way, etc. Disadvantages of the TEG is that thermoelectric generators can have a higher initial cost per watt of electrical power output than some energy conversion technologies for some applicants. To calculate cost per watt, get the price and divide it by the number of watts. For example, 50 watts for $150 is 150 divided by 50, which equals $3 per watt. What are some positives and negatives for the Seebeck effect? Some positives of the effect are electronics lose a lot of heat and power. Electronics lose a lot of power and heat. The heat power can be converted back to voltages. You can increase efficiency for lost power. You can save money. If you decide to harvest body heat loses about 64% of this 8 million joules, which is around 5 million to be harvested. That is around 65 watts per second lost and 600 AA batteries a day. Some negatives. If using body heat, the max amount makeable with the Seebeck effect without outside temperatures is a few volts. To create more voltage, an exterior temperature, which means you need another object other than the material itself. For example, get ice or cold water. How does it work? Using a thermoelectric generator and connecting the negatives to positives to a voltage booster and connecting that to an appliance which works whatever amount of power it makes. In the generator, there are P-type and N-type semiconductors. The top and bottom are made of ceramic pieces. And when the heat is applied to the bottom, the top is cold but slowly dissipates into the heat. The N-type is negatives, and the P-type is positives. Carriers from hot to cold make voltage due to temperature differentials, and to increase the voltage, you can use a candle and a tub of ice. Charge carriers diffuse away from the hot sides, which builds up on the other end and creates voltage.
What does the model show? The base of the model is 0.25 inches aluminum sheet folded into two pieces, plastered with thermal paste on the back of the thermal generator, blank side up. That TEG connects to a 0.9 to 5 volt USB voltage booster by soldering and hot glue to the aluminum so it doesn't move. That should be connected to a 1 watt LED, but I didn't have time to order one. So the LED right now I have is too high of a voltage to be used. And the voltage booster isn't the correct type either, as I need a DC-DC booster instead. Is the TEG worth it though? The TEG is indeed worth the use. Even if the voltage is small, my initial idea was to make a flashlight that runs with it, but the deadline was close, so I didn't have time. No need for batteries, gas, or anything other than some heat and cold. So yes, this was worth it.